Dating Confessions is intended for immature listeners over the age of 18. This podcast is NSFW, and listener discretion is strongly advised. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Jack.
And this is Dating Confessions,
The podcast where you send us your dating and relationship stories, we share them, and then we discuss them.
If you would like to be part of an upcoming episode of Dating Confessions, just go to our website, confessionspod.com, submit your dating or relationship story to us, and then remember to listen to our podcast every Friday.
Hello, Alicia, and welcome back to the Confessions Pod studio. How are you doing this week?
I am fan-fucking-tastic. You like that?
Fan-fucking-tastic?
Fan-fucking-tastic. Because it's Friday, right?
Everybody loves Fridays.
So it's Fan-fucking-tastic Friday.
All right, then. That's what it is. Fan-fucking-tastic Friday.
You guys heard it here first. No, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm going to rant for a little bit, though.
Uh-oh.
And I'm ranting before I get into the first submission. Because it all ties together.
Okay, that was my next question. Does the rant have something to do with
our first submission of episode? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does. So remember back in season 1 when I was just trash-talking pickup artists?
Yes. Yes. Some of them need to be trash-talked, though.
So I'm still going to trash-talk pickup artists, don't get me wrong, but I got a email from a said pickup artist saying, well, it works.
Oh, a self-described pickup artist.
So we're going to get into that here in a little bit.
Okay.
But first off, I just want to say, for the record, I think that is the most hilarious and ridiculous way to try to meet women. I did some research on this pickup artist thing, right?
Like, you mean, okay, when you say pickup artists, you mean like the dudes who actually, like, they actually, like, unironically use the cheesy pickup lines?
They go out. No, these guys, they go out and they try to seduce women.
And that's just their end goal?
Yeah, is to hook up with women. So they try to seduce them in like a short period of time.
Okay.
To
so
hook
like
up with them.
For sport, for like a night out. It's like,
Yes.
Hey, I'm going to go entertain myself. I think I'll go to the bar, maybe have a couple drinks and see what I can pick up, see what I can come home with.
Right.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you.
So I did some research.
Uh-huh.
And I actually looked into the models of being a pickup artist and what they say you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Not really going to get into all that, but I will say the core principles, the core principles that I took out of this apply in general to dating and life in general, to be honest.
Okay, well, let's hear some examples.
Some of their core beliefs are, you start out, your basic core is you have to be confident.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, I mean, that's, like you just said, that's with any relationship, you know, work, family, dating. You have to be confident in what you do.
And the second thing, their second main foundation is whenever you meet someone, you have to go in with as much or more energy as what that person's already creating.
Okay. So you have to take it up. You have to take it up a notch.
You got to come in at the same level or just up just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Kind of pique their interest a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the same way in life. If you want to meet someone in general, like business-wise, you don't want to go in as like some dumpy, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
They're going to look at you and be like, what? But if you come in with that same energy as them.
And the confidence level to go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's life. So that blows my mind that these pickup artists do this. But anyway, so let's get into this submission. He's like, this totally works, dude. Again,
I'm always a little bit leery of these internet statistics.
I am too, but there's even no statistic here.
Yeah.
He said, and this is what really cracks me up, I guess he has 2 roommates. It's him and 2 other people that live in the house. Him and his roommate were out at a bar, and they came home together, so I guess his pickup artistry didn't work at a bar. So that's what he said first.
Wow.
Anyway,
he and his roommate came home to tag team each other. Tag team back again.
Party on, party people. Yeah. So right there just tells me he's just a shitty pickup artist.
Uh-huh.
Or just a shitty person. I don't know.
Wow. You really don't like this guy, do you?
I just don't like pickup artists in general because they are fucking idiots.
Like, why? What don't you like about them? Is it the fact that they're pickup artists or that they suck at it?
They're sleazy and they suck at it.
They're kind of like the used car salesman of the dating arena.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they did it right, it wouldn't piss me off nearly as much as them going out and just being fucktards.
I was gonna say, or maybe if they didn't have such a shitty ulterior motive, like maybe if their end game was not as trashy.
End game. I mean, that end game's fine with me. I'm down with just getting some fucking pussy.
You just don't like the sleaze of it all.
Yeah, it's just there's an art and a finesse, and you're not doing it. You're not doing it. Anyway, so he goes on to say when he gets home, his other roommate has a friend and like 3 chicks over.
Ooh, party.
So, and he starts to say, well, because I guess in pickup artistry or whatever you want to call it, they rate women. So like a 1 to 10 scale.
Okay. Okay. These kind of guys. Okay. Yeah. I got you now.
Like the hotness rating.
No, okay. No, I totally know what kind of dude we're talking about now. It took me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, the type of dudes that rate women. Okay. All right.
Yes. Yes, the type of dudes that rate women.
Okay.
So this is what he said. He's like, 1 was a 4, 1 was a 5, and 1 was a 6. I'm like, so you're comparing these to probably porno models and Instagram models
who are airbrushed and whatever the hell
who
else.
Are completely fake. Yeah. So they're probably more or less average. You're just a douchebag. But
you know what? I bet none of them probably would still bang him.
And this is the worst move.
I bet you couldn't even pull the 4, dude, could you?
Wow. Wow. But this is the worst.
We were all thinking it.
Why the fuck, if you're trying to fuck a person, an actual another human being,
yeah,
it's in there,
like a female human being.
He said he decided to go to the kitchen and make some pretzels. You know, whatever. You need some snacks. You need some food, right?
Like he make pretzels? Like was he?
I think he probably had frozen ones in the freezer, and he just added his own stuff to them.
Okay.
He put fucking garlic, salt, pepper, paprika, and just all sorts of weird seasoned salts on these.
Let's funk it up real good.
I'm trying to bang you. I don't want to smell like garlic. I don't want you to smell like garlic. I don't want my dick to smell like garlic. Wow, dude. No garlic. Anyway. So I guess they all ate him. He was cleaning up. And this girl, he says is the 6, was on the couch by herself.
Of course he's going to say it was the hottest one there.
Right. I'm guessing it was probably what he considered was a 4. Anyway, so the fat chick was on the couch. That was mean. So the chick was on the couch.
Hey, she said, there's some pretty hot fat chicks out there. Not gonna lie.
And she said, your roommate's friend is kind of creepy. He's been fucking with me all night. He was passed out in the hallway.
Yeah.
So he sat down, they started talking. Creepy dude wakes up from being passed out, sits by him, puts her hand on the girl's leg.
Ew. Don't touch me.
So he thought, well, this is my chance. Yeah, I guess he whispered something retarded like, it would really make this creepy guy jealous if we made out.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I'm like, what? How does that ever work?
How did you how did he arrive? How did you get that out of what she just said to you?
I have no idea.
So she is bitching to you because she's creeped out because some dude has been creepy trying to hit on her all night. So your response is to be like, well, what would probably make that dude stop? Is if I start being creepy and trying to hit on you. I'll take it from here. Dude, what the fuck? Get your life together.
Apparently she falls for this. They make out, and apparently they fuck. I don't believe any of that. I think exactly what happened was...
She got up and left?
She got up, she got her friend who was probably drunk and said, look, you're either driving me or I'm Uber and we're out. These people are fucking creepy. So that's the dude's pickup line story. Thanks for submitting that. And I still don't believe it works.
Dude, that is like... I've heard some pretty dumb stories. But that's pretty stupid. You should be and if that did happen, like, if she did, like, drunkenly maybe have sex with you, you should be ashamed. Ugh. What a creepazoid.
And that's how we're starting out this week's episode, folks.
Okay, so I have, it's not as bad of a rant, but I do have a little bit of a rant. So, and it has to do with a story that I read earlier in the week. And I don't know if you've heard this story or not, but I read a story about this couple. They were trying to have a baby. They had some fertility issues, right? They paid a fertility clinic a shit ton of money for in vitro fertilization. Cool, right? So they can have a baby together. I mean,
that's what you do when you can't naturally have a baby.
Yeah, if you want a kid and you have the money and you don't necessarily want to adopt, I mean, I think that's a
pretty legit way to go.
Yeah, a pretty legit and a pretty decent option, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward 9 months later, they have, she goes into the hospital to have the baby. Everything's great. Baby's born. This is a white couple, mind you. The baby is born and they kind of notice that she kind of has Asian looking features. But they kind of blow it off. They're like, meh, whatever,
All babies look the same.
Yeah, babies look kind of weird when they're born anyway.
They look like
they're kind of like
aliens.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of newborns kind of look like aliens anyway. So they didn't really think too much of it. Well, kid starts getting a little bit older and the Asian features start to come out more and more. By this time, as I'm sure you can imagine, the husband is kind of starting to think, yo, what the fuck?
Is this Asian baby mine?
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, he did. He confronted her. He was like, what's going on? Like, have you cheated on me? And of course, she swore up and down, no, absolutely not. She even agreed to have a paternity test. Except that the paternity test came back and it confirmed his suspicions. The little girl was not his. So at this point, he flips his shit. Long story short, it's kind of sad. They do end up getting a divorce because, I mean, the evidence is right there in front of you. What are you going to do?
Right. I mean, you got a paternity test that says, look, this isn't your kid.
Yeah.
And it probably was his fault that they couldn't get pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I mean, I can't fault him for thinking that.
I think if she's the one who couldn't get pregnant, mm-hmm. I don't think it would have been a big deal.
Yeah.
They would have thought something was up, but since I'm guessing the reason he got so freaked out was because it was him.
Probably. So anyway, they did end up getting divorced. Well, oops, come to find out after their divorce, it was actually the fucking fertility clinic's fault. They mixed up the sperm samples and accidentally impregnated her with someone else's semen.
Weird.
Like, bitch, what? Excuse me?
Weird.
Like, not only are you paying for my fucking divorce, you're paying for my pain and suffering. Like, you're paying for everything.
On both sides.
Yeah. Like,
wow.
They literally, their fuck up literally, like, caused a family to break up.
Wow.
That's crazy. I say all that. Let that sink in for a second, though. Like, that's fucked up, right?
Yeah, that's...
Okay. As fucked up as that is, I say all this to say, we had a submission this week from a guy who said that he was in kind of a similar situation. Well, no, it wasn't even a similar situation. The only thing similar is that there was a paternity test involved.
He went on Maury, didn't he?
Oh, no. He didn't even know that there was a paternity test involved, until he got in his wife's car and found it.
She took his DNA?
And of course the, test said that the kid was not his.
So she took his DNA,
mm-hmm.
had it tested,
mm-hmm.
to see if he was the dad.
Concealed the results from him. He had to find them. And then when he confronted this trifling bitch, you know what he said she did?
She lied and said that...
Nope, she didn't even do that. He was like, she didn't deny it, she didn't contest it, she didn't say anything, she just packed her shit and left. Took the kid. I was like, whew, damn. And he was like, and we got divorced, but I really haven't spoken to her since.
I wonder if he still speaks to the kid. That's fucked up.
That's messed up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
How are you going to find your own paternity test that you had no idea was even going on?
Dude, that's an evil bitch right there.
She did the right thing. Minus the offing herself, but she did the right thing.
Just leave. Just go.
Mm-hmm.
Just go somewhere. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that you had to go through that, dude, but I hope you're better off because of it, and thank you for sharing. And I mean, yeah, I don't know if you read that story too, and you thought about that and you sent that to us, but I just thought that was a weird coincidence.
That is a pretty weird coincidence. I'm sure it happens more than you know. Kind of remember that one Maury episode where the chick brought in like 27 guys and none of them were the father?
Yes.
How much of a whore do you have to be to fuck that many people in 2 weeks?
Well, it's not even 2 weeks. It's not even a 2-week window. Like, you can literally there's probably, like, on a good month, there's probably literally like 4 days out of that month you can get pregnant. Realistically. So how much dick are you taking on? Like, over a long weekend. Come on, girl, get it together. What are you doing? Like, what is that? You just getting a train run on you at a party or something? Like, how does that even happen? You did an extended porno shoot?
Wow.
The rant was due? What? I mean, what?
This next submission.
I hope it's a little lighter. Mine was kind of heavy.
It is. Ish. Depending on who you are, for me, it's really heavy.
Okay.
I couldn't deal with it. I'd choke a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But
like Wayne Brady.
Like Wayne Brady. This guy meets his girl online. They start talking back and forth, and they decide to meet up. They're like, "Okay, let's meet up at this pizza joint."
I like pizza. We had pizza earlier today, as a matter of fact.
We did.
It was great.
Great pizza restaurant in Sarasota. They didn't meet up at a cool pizza joint like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like they met up at a pizza joint that had games.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Not Chuck E. Cheese, but a pizza joint that just has an arcade in it.
Right. Okay. I'm with you. Yeah.
Which, that's pretty cool. You can keep your kids occupied. Well, yeah. So anyway, he sees her. He sits down with her. They start talking. Mm-hmm. And up runs these two little children.
Uh-oh. She took her kids there, didn't she?
She brought both her kids on this date with her.
And she didn't tell him ahead of time, did he?
Nope.
Did she? No. No, dude, I know what that feels like. I've told you before, I went on a date one time. I use the term date loosely. But yeah, this dude totally brought his baby with him and didn't tell me. I probably would have been okay. Just tell me, though, next time. Like, you can't just, like, run up on somebody with a baby in your arms.
No, that'll freak somebody out. The mom's like, these are my kids, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. They run back off and play. So they go ahead and order pizza, appetizers, drinks. Well, when the appetizers get there, the kids come back, grab a couple chicken wings, and then ask the guy, "Since you're going to be our new daddy, will you give us some money so we can play in the arcade?"
Nope.
The mom then goes, "Here, guys, here's some money. Go play." Mm. And he politely said, "I don't think I'm ready for this kind of relationship," and walked out.
Yeah.
I would have completely lost my shit. As soon as I saw the kids in the first place, I would have been like, yeah, no, this isn't going to happen. Not happening.
What if they were, like, really cool kids?
Not the first date.
No, I feel
It's cool that you have kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to meet them on the first date. That's like bringing your mom to a first date.
Yeah, that's not as bad, but yeah, it's up there. It's up there. I agree. But who are these people who feel comfortable introducing their kids to essentially random strangers? He doesn't know her.
Right, you don't know if this guy's a fucking pedophile or... Fuck, I don't know what he could be.
These are my kids.
Yeah. No, why? Why?
Get your damn shoes on and get outside so we can catch the damn bus. I told you we're going to meet your new daddy in a couple minutes.
But yeah, I mean, I feel sorry for you for having to go through that. And I appreciate the story.
Okay, so this one is juicy, but it's kind of fucked up for one specific reason.
Like Juicy Smollett?
Yeah, like that level. Well, not exactly that level. But it's juicy, but it's also kind of fucked up because it takes place during the holidays. Like, I don't know. I always think that it's just shitty to break up during the holidays, right? So anyway, this girl, she's a college student, and she said that her family actually traveled to, instead of her going home for Thanksgiving, her family actually came to her town where she was going to college to meet her boyfriend for the first time.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, right? I mean, and wherever it was, they had to fly. So there was plane tickets involved, flights involved, and they all agreed to meet somewhere for dinner that night. The couple, of course, they drive to the restaurant together as a couple, and the boyfriend drops the girlfriend off at the door and says, "Hey, I'm going to go park the car. You know, I'll be right in." So she gets out, goes in, sits down, meets her family. Yeah, there's hugs and kisses because, they haven't probably seen her in a few months. And she's like, "Yeah, my boyfriend's parking the car. I'm so excited. You guys finally get to meet him." 5 minutes pass by. She's kind of looking at the door. Yeah, he should be here any minute. I'm so excited. 10 minutes go by.
How long did she actually wait before she was like, this motherfucker just ditched me with my parents?
Well, she said 10 minutes rolled by, then 15, then 30. Then they all kind of realized that...
It took them 30 minutes to realize it doesn't take that long to park a car.
Well, she said after about... I think she started calling him after about 15 minutes. And he just wouldn't answer. She texted him a couple times. So after 30 minutes, I think one of her brothers was finally like, "I don't think he's coming." So, I mean, they stayed there. I guess they had a family meal. They tried to make the best of it that they could. But here's the best part. She found out through a mutual friend that this bitch ditched her, went to the airport, the fucking airport, to catch his flight home for Thanksgiving.
She didn't even know that he was going home.
So he kept it from her, is what it sounds like. This bitch already had a flight booked.
Wow. That is ratchet.
The audacity.
How are you not going to tell her when she's probably like, "So my parents are flying in to meet you and hang out."
Yeah.
That's when I'd say,
like, if that were the case, she could have flown her ass home too, and like everybody could have probably saved a whole lot of money.
Especially depending on where you're flying to during the holidays. Mm-hmm. Did you know the last time that I flew from Florida to my hometown in the Midwest, the flight up for like a major airline cost me $110.
Yeah, so it was like next to nothing. The flight up.
The flight up. The flight back was almost $560.
I believe that.
To fly back from my hometown in the Midwest to Florida.
Yeah, there was one time I had to fly out of town for a funeral, so it was like last minute, and I remember, and I don't even remember how I had the money at the time, but somehow I did. But yeah, it was, again, it was a funeral, so it was last minute. It was like $850 round trip. I was like, what? You guys are raping me right now, and you don't even care. Bend over and take it.
How else are you going to get there?
Right? Exactly. In time. In a timely fashion. You can drive, but guess what? Shit's going to be over by the time you get there, isn't it, bitch?
Yeah, that dude, Hopefully, she was done with him after that.
No, she was. Yeah, well, and the funny thing is she didn't find out, because I guess it was like months after the fact, like months later, she didn't even find out that his trifling ass had actually flown home, dropped her off like a pussy ass bitch, and then went to the airport to catch his flight home for Thanksgiving. Trifling. I don't like it. I'm sorry you had to deal with it. But you know what? Thank you, because you guys are what make the show.
This next submission is kind of disgusting, and if you're squeamish by bodily functions, you should probably just close your ear holes now, but I know our listeners aren't, because they're our listeners. And the only person who really doesn't like squeamish shit is Alicia over there.
Whatever.
So, here we go. This guy is on this awesome date with this chick. Super good. At the end of the night, they go to kiss. Mm-hmm. She sneezes in his face.
Ew. No.
Just straight up sneezes in his face, in his mouth.
Ugh. God.
She couldn't control her sneeze, I guess. That's disgusting.
That's nasty. No, there would not be another date after that.
I might be able to do it. I mean, there's a slim possibility.
There's
a hotness level there.
No, and I probably would go to the hospital after that and be like, I need you guys to test me for everything.
Everything. Yeah, no, that was disgusting. I feel sorry for you, buddy, but thank you for that submission.
All right, everyone. We would like to thank you guys once again for listening to Dating Confessions. And if you love us and you think that someone you know would like to listen to our show too, just share us on all your social media, your Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Reddit. If you don't have an internet connection, you can stand outside and jump around. You can make the old-fashioned telephone with the 2 cans and the string. The point is, please share Dating Confessions with your friends. And don't forget to leave us a review on your favorite podcasting app.
All the links to our social media and our website are in the show notes, so be sure to check those out. And now let's get back to the show.
Do you know any people who are just like, they're just douchey and they're just douches for no reason, and you just kind of want to just punch them in the face whenever you see them? Like that kind of douche.
Yeah, they're just... You don't even have to talk to them, and you're like, dude, you're fucking a douche.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, this girl actually, I guess for a short period of time, she dated someone who was like that. And his thing was he liked to humble brag about everything. Okay, now for example, this was his humble brag. For those of you guys who don't know what a humble brag is. And once I say it, you'll understand what I mean. So they were at a baseball game one night, and he was complaining about how he just wished that people would, see him as a person and see him for who he really was instead of just his $7,000 suits and his Rolex. Yeah, like, dude, who said... First of all, I'm pretty sure nobody ever said that about you, or to you, or implied that.
What the fuck, dude? You are mentally unstable.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm more than just a fucking walking wallet.
Not when you talk like that, you're not. What the fuck, dude? Are you that insecure?
I'm more than just a $7,000 suit and a Rolex, thank you.
Was Rolex spelled correctly?
Probably not. Just because I drive a Bentley
doesn't mean that's who I am.
Doesn't mean that I don't have feelings. Like, oh my god, your life sounds so hard. Your life is so hard right now, dude. Get the fuck over yourself. So you know what she said she did? She was like, after I finished rolling my eyes, and it was a night game, mind you. She was like, I excused myself. She was like, yeah, I think I got some things that I need to go do. I forgot. I got some stuff I need to take care of. She was like, it was like 11:30 at night, but I didn't care. I got the fuck out of there.
Wow.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah,
After hearing somebody say some bullshit like that?
Yeah. That is just fucked up. How are you going to sit there?
That's super insecure.
That is the most insecure statement you could ever
Yeah,
make.
exactly.
No girl is ever gonna want to fuck you.
Dude, seriously, like, at the end of the day, like, really, like, who gives a fuck about your watch and your suit? Like, nobody cares. But he thinks people care, I guess.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, nobody cares. Oh my god, I love our listeners.
They are great.
That was another good one. Thank you.
So, this story comes from a guy, and it's how he found out his girlfriend was cheating on him. I love these stories. These are probably by far my favorite kind of stories that get sent in.
The cheating stories?
The cheating stories, they're my favorite. Poor guy came home from lunch. And he says he never comes home for lunch. And he lives with, it's him, his girlfriend, and another female roommate. Says that he walks in and he can hear moaning and sexual noises coming from the roommate's bedroom. So he's really quiet, makes himself a sandwich, getting ready to leave, and the roommate walks in the house. The roommate is not in her bedroom having sex.
Mm-hmm.
He immediately realizes that his girlfriend is banging somebody in the roommate's bedroom. He walks over to the door, swings it open, and there's his wife on top of this other dude. He proceeds to take his sandwiches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Throw them at her, hitting her dead in the face.
Wow.
She gets up, starts beating on him, and just like you would when you get caught fucking somebody else. The dude jumps out the window, right? In a t-shirt, and that's it. Mm-hmm. She's over there having a sob story about how, I just tripped and fell, and then my vagina just landed right on top of his dick.
Of course it did.
You know that story. Mm-hmm. And then they start to hear sirens. Apparently the naked dude in the shirt caused an accident.
Yeah, you think? It's not, you don't see that shit every day.
And that's how he found out that his girlfriend was cheating.
Wow.
That is a horrible way to find that out.
I agree. It's fucked up.
And you know what? If the roommate wouldn't have came in, he probably wouldn't have thought anything of it. He would have been like, roommate having sex. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to get a sandwich and leave.
Yeah, no, you're probably right.
He's probably like, well, I never come home for lunch. This must be the time that everybody's out and she can bang.
Mm-hmm. Except, yeah. Ooh,
she walked the fuck in. Wow, that's crazy, dude. I'm sorry about that. But that was an awesome submission. I love those.
I got one for you. So this girl, it was her boyfriend at the time. She went to his parents' house for the first time. And she was a proper young lady. I guess she had to pee, but she was embarrassed to ask where the bathroom was. Because some people are embarrassed by bodily functions, right?
If I gotta pee, I gotta pee.
Well, she was embarrassed. She was meeting her boyfriend's parents for the first time. So instead of asking for a bathroom, she asked for somewhere to wash her hands. They were like, oh yeah, you can go wash your hands in the mudroom.
There's no toilet in the mudroom.
So she goes in the mudroom, she shuts the door, she climbs on top of the sink, squats down to pee. She said the sink breaks off the wall. She lands on the floor, hits her head, and ends up getting a concussion.
Oh my
God. They all run in and they're like, whoa. What the hell just happened?
How do you explain that? Like, straight up, how do you explain that?
Well, apparently, I guess it didn't go over too well because she said that they didn't really speak to each other after that. Like, they took her, they were nice enough to take her to the hospital, make sure she was okay, but she said there were not any more dates after that.
So I took this girl to my parents' house and
she tried to piss in the sink in my mom's mudroom and knocked the shit off the wall.
I think she was from the Midwest.
Dude, just ask for a bathroom next time.
It's not that hard. Hey, I gotta piss. Seriously, I have never once asked where a bathroom was if I'm like somewhere where I can pee outside.
I don't think it's that... Well, women don't really have that luxury of being able to pee outside wherever we want to. But yeah, I've never had a problem asking... Like, if I have to pee, I've never had a problem asking, like, hey, can I use your restroom? Like, that's normal. People do that.
Right. Most people are like, hey, the restroom's over here, or,
Now, on the other hand...
Where's your bathroom at?
I do understand not being able to pee in front of people. We're not going to get into that.
That's just weird.
But the struggle is real. I understand. I feel you guys' pain. So yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I'm really sorry that your relationship didn't work out. And I'm sure you're not a crazy person, but yeah, I can see where that came off like something that a crazy person would do in that moment. So I don't blame him for not going out with you again. But that's still a really cool story nonetheless. So thank you for sharing that. That made me laugh the hardest this week so far.
If you want to send us your stories, you can visit confessionspod.com and either click the link to share with us via email or click the link to join our forum. So, Alicia, which one of these was your favorite this week?
I don't know why, but I really like the pickup artist.
I know why, because you want to hear me rant more about the retardedness of pickup artists. Yeah.
That one was that was good. That one got me good. Yeah. I think that was definitely my favorite. What about you?
Well, I mean, it was kind of sort of my favorite too, but I don't feel like thus ranting about pickup artists and their douchiness right now, because I think I've already, you've called them out enough.
You've covered that.
For their... Oh my god, guys. So seriously, if you're gonna go out and try to pick up women...
You couldn't help it.
Just realize that it takes a little bit more than 10 minutes of talking to a girl before she'll let you in her pants.
And a fucking rate scale of 1 to 10. Like, come on, dude. This is not 2002. This is not Hot or Not. We're not giving each other ratings on the internet.
So yeah, that was actually probably my favorite too, just because, dude.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I kind of want to hear your pickup stories. I will read any pickup story you send me. You're still not going to change my mind of what I think about you. But
wow. Now though, this is the first for me. If I had to pick a second favorite story, it's definitely the mudroom story.
The mudroom story was bloody awesome. Oh, that was so good.
Do you think she had time to pull her pants back up like before the whole family ran out?
You know she didn't, because as soon as the sink fell, they were like,
what the fuck?
And she hit her head. Yeah. She was probably still just waking up with piss all over herself.
Oh my god.
They walked in on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was great.
Damn.
Poor girl.
I know.
All right. Well, until next week.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Jack.